So we have time for questions.
Some questions.
Yeah. I'm happy to answer any questions about writing or my writing, or there were some students in the class I taught today that didn't get a chance to ask their questions, so anything. I know a lot about chihuahuas. Yeah.
When you start something, do you know where you want to end up, or you just kind of start?
No, I don't. And that's not uncommon. I think a lot of writers, it's that kind of that, if there's no surprise for the writer, there's no surprise for the reader. And so going into something, I like discovering the mystery of it, and I like writing my way into something. Often the stories I never finish are the ones I figure out too early and get bored of. So for me, it helps to not know.
Can you talk about your interest in writing about the father-son relationship in your stories? Is that like a recurring?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was until I put a book together, and a bunch of people were pointing out how many of them were these father-son stories. I think it concerns my mother. But, I don't know. I think it's just it's such a fraught dynamic. Especially in America, especially in the South, especially the time I grew up in, and certainly more so for the time before me. There's so much tension and fraught complication there that it just seems like a territory. No matter how much I mine it, there's still more. So maybe eventually I'll move on.
I want to ask you about both of the stories. Start off with a great amount of humor, and then there's a moment where we start to shift. And so how natural is that for you? Are you just kind of having fun with the story at first and just seeing where it goes, but knowing it needs to get to that emotional space? Or do you have the emotional space